This podcast was produced on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation.
Welcome to Australia.
Aussie.
This is kind of tragic.
Someone who is such a connoisseur of reality television.
The content is hideous.
So sorry about this. Oh my God.
Noons.
Hi.
May I call you Noons?
Yes, you may.
Yes. Welcome to the Cringes Real Doll. How are you?
I'm so swell. How are you?
I'm great. We've done it. I'm kind of like, it's bittersweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Season's over.
And for me, it's like all over. Like
Yeah.
it was so quick between our season and their
Yeah.
season.
And how
I was
annoying for
loving
you
it.
guys. You were like basking in the glow
No, I
of
loved
your
it.
season. And I was like, next.
I was like, move on. This is great. As a fan, I was like, yes,
Yeah.
more Survivor.
Totally. Of course, we all were. But it was weird because it was like the time between the rumors swirling of it happening
Yeah.
and then it just being on TV was like nothing.
Yeah.
They didn't like,
And
yeah,
they didn't even like
now it's over.
give us any hints. There was no like
Yeah.
slow burn.
Nah,
It was like, bam.
it was all good. Is it, you're a big footy gal, aren't
I
you?
am.
How's the season going?
I'm a winner. I should have worn my
Yes?
medal.
You should have.
I wore my medal to the premiere of Oz versus the World with George because it's really about me and I needed
Fuck
people to
yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're
Oh, was that the one
premierships.
up in Sydney?
Yes.
You went to that? Ah,
I
how
went
was that?
It was great.
Yeah, cool.
But I wore my medal because I'm a winner and I needed
good.
people in the room to know that.
Good.
So we won the grand final a few weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Mornington Bulldogs, we rock.
Fuck yeah.
And so I'm a winner. And not many people can say that.
No.
And not at that party.
No.
People in the room couldn't say that.
Not at
So
that party.
I got all the attention, which I think is right.
That's fantastic. And I must ask, how are things between you and that snake oil salesman, Paulie, who's just been on the pod?
Oh, he was.
He
yes,
was a
yeah.
few weeks ago. Are you guys cute?
Oh, we haven't spoken in ages.
Stop.
Tea. This is the tea. We just
dead.
haven't spoken. I think he travelled and his life is so busy.
He's just being such a Sydney power bottom, you know.
He is. He
Busy
is.
girl.
He is. He's such a busy gal. And I feel like we're passing ships that we just
Yeah.
keep missing each other.
Yeah.
But I also think, and I've thought about this so much, that he's just a soul that if I don't talk to for 6 months and I see him, no time will pass.
It'll be like...
I hope he says the same thing.
No, I totally feel that. Damn, now I wish, because he did threaten to come to Melbourne to do the pod, and I was like, we'll see if that happens, and then couldn't make it happen. But I was like, if that did happen, I was low-key going to try and get you to like surprise.
Oh my God,
that was
he would
my
have
plan. It
died.
would have been like a Jerry Springer moment.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd like brought you out.
Yes.
Be like earrings off. Like
I think we both play hard to get, which is just fun.
amazing.
So yeah, I haven't spoken to him in ages actually. Now
Amazing. I'm like your couples counselor.
yes, bring us
Yeah,
together.
I'll bring you
I
together.
love you. I'm sorry I haven't replied to your text. I just need a moment. I will get there.
Paulie.
He's like, I need a moment. And I'm like, you need a moment? I need a bigger
I
moment.
need the biggest moment
Yeah.
ever. What else is happening?
But I do love him, just to put that out there.
Of course, yes, for the record.
For the record.
We do need that.
There's no
on
bad blood.
camera. Did you watch the VMAs?
No.
It literally just happened like
I was listening to
minutes
it.
ago.
Plot twist. Why did Lady Gaga win?
What did she win?
She won like Artist of the Year.
Because she's Gaga. You're
Yeah,
not a,
okay,
You're
I
not,
can't
you're not a little monster.
No, I just don't do this
going,
hand signal.
right, yeah.
But I am. But then I'm like, what did she do this year?
Well, so this is the thing.
I think I've been blinded by Survivor, so I just haven't.
She did put out a fucking awesome album. But
True.
she kind of wrecked it with that Tim Burton thing. Did you say this?
Yes.
It's not good.
It's so bad.
It's not good.
I think I stepped away when she did Joker 2, and then I was like,
That was also not so
great.
good.
But
the album, it's done.
yeah, true. I should give him more credit.
But no, that whole thing, I feel like it's very LA
Yes.
of Tim Burton. Because Gaga, I don't watch Wednesday, but apparently Gaga was in an episode of the of the Netflix show Wednesday, which Tim Burton is the director of or producer of or whatever. So I can just see them on set and him being like, hey,
Yeah.
got any music videos planned? And she's like, no, but
I
your
also-
people talk to my people. And then they just did
Yeah.
it, like, just cause.
I also think watching RuPaul's Drag Race and then butchering Abracadabra, I just have a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still a bit mad about that too.
It's fine. Let's not bring that up.
No. But who did absolutely eat at the VMAs was Tate McRae.
Oh,
Go and watch this performance.
I've been a huge Tate McRae fan for when she was on So Think You Can Dance Kids.
She's amazing.
Feet. I just look at her feet.
So she's got no shoes on in this performance.
Oh my God.
And she's yeah.
This is a dancer's dream.
And she's rolling around in like some sand.
Yes.
And there's like hot guys. She's really, yeah. Wow.
Damn.
I didn't realize how, like, I've always loved her, but
yeah,
this performance is just
I've always known her as a dancer, so I've just been obsessed.
Yeah.
And then when she's come out with all these vocals, I'm like,
yeah.
slay.
Oh, and the tracks are good. They're the kind of tracks that like, because the Pussycat Dolls are no longer, she's kind of like carrying the torch for them, because they're kind of like
she's
sassy,
filled the void.
Yeah. They're sassy breakup tracks that you want to just put on and be like, yeah.
And I love that she dances so much in her stuff. Yeah. Because no one else can dance.
With the legs.
There's someone doing a backflip, but like there's no one else doing anything else.
Yeah, she ate Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah,
did a little short coin. She came out of a pothole from the stage and did a whole thing with the dolls, which was cute. I gotta say that the new tracks, they're good, but they're not like, nothing's ever gonna beat Espresso.
I agree,
but it's still cute.
Some people are comparing it to ABBA, and I'm just
what? Just because it's like slightly disco?
Yes,
yeah,
I think they're like,
people are.
You've got beats in there.
People
it's
be
ABBA.
dumb.
Yeah, and I'm like, don't talk down to ABBA like that.
No, it doesn't punch as hard as an ABBA track.
No,
it's kind of like the sort of song you'd hear at an airport. Or like at a supermarket. Yes. It's easy listening disco.
It's not elevator music, but it's like elevator music if the 21-year-old's on the desk type of elevator music.
Yes,
and he's like, I'm going to put the aux cord on my phone and this is what we're listening to.
And we're playing the new Sabrina.
Yeah.
She was cute. And then Daddy Ricky Martin, can we just talk about like the fine wine that is
He's so cool.
Ricky Martin? He looks amazing.
He's so beautiful.
So beautiful.
He just looks like he'd give great hugs.
Yeah.
And like pour generously.
Yeah.
Which is what I look for in.
He has a bit of a JLP quality in that sense. That they're like 50-something year old gentlemen that you're just like, you know what? If that's what's in store,
I'm okay.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't drink wine, but I would drink a tall glass of Ricky.
Of Ricky. Speaking of JLP, it was his last episode ever.
So when we were watching last night, it all ended. The screen went black, and I was kind of waiting for like that doco thing where it was like, this episode is dedicated to JLP, as if he passed away.
I had the same thought. I was like, will 10? And then I was like, of course they're not going to fucking do that. 10 are like, nothing to see here.
Yeah, move on.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah. Like,
hand in your gun and your badge and get the fuck out.
Yeah, it was like worse than the Sopranos ending. It just like cut out. And I just went to the girls. I just went, oh my God, well, that's the last time we'll see JLP. And then we just shedded a single tear.
There should have been, you're right, there should have been a slow motion, black and white, in memoriam
montage.
Best of every time him referring to a pole, to a nut.
Yes. To all the innuendos.
Just all of them, just all at once.
Yeah. That's a missed opportunity.
That would have been great.
With sad music, someone performing on a guitar.
Did he ever do that while you were doing a challenge? And did you just like
So giggle? I heard the nut call live.
The busting nut after nut.
Everyone's like, he said it after because, you know, he obviously narrates the challenge and then he has to re-narrate it for sound and stuff like that. But I remember holding it and hearing the word nutsack and going... And you know when you hear something and no one else hears it and you're like, I'm crazy. I looked around like, did anyone else hear that?
Just hear that? See, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd just burst out laughing. Or I'd be like, JLP.
I was too busy like trying to prove that I was useful in challenges to like clock him on anything he said. But he sometimes would say the funniest stuff. You could tell if he liked you because he just bantered with you.
Right, okay. And so he's got banter.
He has, he's an Aussie. He has banter. He takes the piss.
Good.
And it's great to hear in person. And now I feel bad for everyone that has to play again because they won't hear that.
I feel bad too. And like, I want to believe that Golden God is going to deliver something good. But I just, we'll wait and see, won't we?
We'll wait and see. I think he has like JLP, that he has such a respect for the game that he wouldn't want to be the reason that it doesn't do well. So I think I think JLP has this perfect blend of being like emotionally invested but also professional.
Yeah.
And I feel like David might be similar but heightened, like really emotionally invested in like what's going on. Like I'm ready for David to tell me that was a dumb move, like mid-tribal.
Yeah, I think he will. I'm just hoping, because
like,
that's the thing. He's been on the show as, you know, a player with a lot of opinions.
Yeah.
So that might be a hard transition to be like, well, now you have to like be on this show, but you have to be a little bit kind of agnostic.
Well, I hope he brings like old Jeff probes. When Jeff used to just call people out at tribal, he'd be like, "That's a dumb idea," and everyone was like, "Oh."
Before he started being like, "That's what Survivor is about, guys. Yeah, changing lives."
No, I want when he said, what did he say? He said, "Oh, someone lost a challenge and they did a backflip," and he was like, "Ben's done the best thing he's done all challenge, which is that backflip," and that's what I want David to bring.
Yeah.
Sass.
I think he will be sassy.
Yeah.
And I think, I'm like low key excited about it, but at the same time, I'm still a little bit in shock.
Yeah.
That we've lost.
We were shook.
Yeah.
Because we did not see it coming.
No.
He's so well respected. He's
like,
so involved.
And not just here, like he's a big part of the reason that like global audiences are watching this show, because he's so likable and funny. And
I think the reaction was unexpected.
Very. I remember seeing that like clickbait headline and just immediately thinking, surely there's nothing here.
Yeah.
Surely there was like some renegotiation of a contract or something, but it's all worked out and we're just getting some fake news. That was my like gut instinct. And then when he started sounding off, I was like, oh, okay, something's happened.
When he posted, that's when we were like, oh God, it's real.
It's real.
And now he just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, which is kind of great. Anyway, we'll miss you, Daddy.
I miss you.
Let's start last night's incredible finale.
Good.
We were saying before, like we were both a bit worried that maybe it would be just the Pav show in a way that it doesn't make for exciting TV, but I don't think it was.
No, I think it was beautifully balanced. And I've never missed an episode, so I like can tell where the story's going to go.
Yeah.
But I've been talking to a few mates that have only just started watching Survivor because I was on it. So you're welcome.
Were you?
And they thought she was going to win, but they didn't assume. So I was worried it was just going to be them shoving Parvati down our throats, which I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. I thought it was really well balanced.
Yeah. No, it's one of those things. Yeah, I reckon from the end of last week, I was 100% certain Parvati was winning through the edit.
Yeah.
Because we've watched so much of this, we know now that she's been given this hero storyline. But I still enjoyed the episode, and I still didn't know how it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know? And of course there's always that lingering thought in your mind. You're like, oh, maybe they're pulling one on us as the audience. But no, they weren't. She absolutely ate the fucking season.
She ate it. I was worried. I fully thought Cirie was going to be final 3. And I was, that shook me, that Janine was like, no.
Well, Janine loves a bit of trust and loyalty and mateship. Anyway, we'll get there. But we'll start at the start of this episode. We get some beautiful, long, emotional interview sequences with everyone just saying, you know, how much it means to them. Yeah. Which was gorge. Cirie goes, these Aussies have been tough. And I'm like, no, they haven't, Janine. No, they haven't, Cirie. Who's been tough?
Who was tough? Kirby was tough, and that was about it.
Luke with his bad back. Janine with Aussie I don't know. Like, sorry.
Who
played well?
Who told
from
you
the
that?
Aussie tribe?
Yeah.
They got fucking lucky.
I think they were not victims of circumstances. I just think the world were like, these people are crazy, so let's just let's give them a safe place, and maybe they'll be less crazy.
Even
and it worked.
Sean was like there for the Sean tent.
Yes.
And no real... I don't believe Sean had a true desire to win this time. Like, you know.
Yeah.
No shade. I think she was just there being like, great. Another
No, I
opportunity to
think
be on telly.
she explained it really well to Nick in their carpool karaoke moment, where she's like, "This is leisure. If I stumble across an
Inflation's a
idol,
bitch."
it's leisure." And I'm like, perfect. I love that. I love an honest.
Yes.
I love an honest player.
Me too.
And I think she then plays with that freedom because she's like, "This is leisure. If I have to vote out Kirby, yeah, I'll do it. Oh well."
Yeah. But I thought it was nice of Cirie to at least give the producers that soundbite of these Aussies have been tough. I'm like, oh, thanks, Cirie.
I appreciate
playing the game.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Then we get a flashback sequence to Janine promising Luke a chance at fire when he put the necklace on her. And I was like, which I had missed that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they showed us that. And, you know, we know Janine is very loyal. So to see that was like, but then she tells us she's having second thoughts because she knows that the girlies can get her guaranteed to the final three. Because they're like, we don't want to go next to Luke. He's this national treasure.
Who told them that Luke was playing a great game? They're like, he's going to win. I was like, who's telling them that?
I think it was more the concern that some of the jury members might be a bit patriotic.
Yeah, and I think based off Parvati's past bitter juries, she's thinking that. She's like, Kirby's going to be bitter, Cass is going to be bitter. They're all going to be bitter.
Yeah.
So I get that, but...
And I think it's more just a safety thing.
Yes.
Like, at this point, I think Parv is winning. With this final four, I think Parv wins in any configuration of it 100%. That she's involved in the final three.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. But you still want to make it triple sure. We get the challenge. I love before the challenge, they give us the like greatest hits montage of all the torture challenges.
Yes.
It was really good.
It. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. And shout out to our girl Caroline who was on the pod last week. There was a great shot of her and Mark in the big spinning wheel thing.
In pain.
Going,
I loved Parvati going, looking at it and being like, oh, Survivor Australia just does not fuck around.
No.
And JLP's like, duh.
What did you expect?
Set it on fire.
But then, But that's the thing. So these big goat head things, I got to say, like, as far as they go, not the most dramatic. It was just in the usual location.
Yeah.
And it was the middle of the day. And they were there. And this is, you know.
We were hoping for a night challenge.
I wanted nighttime.
But I think
I wanted family. I knew they weren't going to have family. But
16 days. That's what everyone said. Where's their family? I'm like, 16 days?
Come on.
If it's 16 days, I'm still annoyed with you with something you did before I left.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't need to see you.
And they're probably doing tribals pretty much every night, right?
Yeah,
so it's like, how are they even going to have time to like get the family over there?
Yeah.
When they just know who it is.
I thought they would start, like, normally they start a challenge during the day in case it does go really long. But then they were like, they were like, no.
Poor Luke. Like, he was clearly in so much pain.
When he fell, all the girls were like, he's hurt. And I'm like, he's clutching his heart. His heart is breaking. And they're like, no, I think he hurt his wrist. And I was like, I just thought he was genuinely like, my
Luke
heart.
gave the drama.
And no one checking up on him.
And props to the edit team here because they worked really hard to make it look like it was this really long thing.
Yes.
But it was 1 hour and 48 minutes when Luke dropped out. But they did they showed us him leaning over like quite a few times.
Yeah.
And some clouds moving to make it seem like they'd been there all day. It was great.
Speed it up, slow it down. Yeah.
But Cirie was out first, then Janine at like 1 hour 15. So it's like all around it was pretty close.
Yeah.
Then JLP goes, it's one American versus one Australian. And Parvati's literally standing there like she is just
chilling,
meditating.
Yeah, she's doing her mantra. This woman held up her arm for 6 hours. This is going to be easy.
Exactly.
She's just standing there.
There was no doubt in my mind she was winning this
And surely
challenge.
that plays into everyone's mind going into 4, like when there's 5 or 6 or 7. I'm like, surely... I think
it's endurance.
Yeah, I just think some players go end game is getting to final 2 or final 3. And I'm like, no. End game's when it's done.
Yes.
Like, you still have to perform in that final tribal.
True.
So why is everyone like, oh, I'm in the final 3 end game? And I'm like, no. What are you talking about? Parvati's still there.
Well, Shani tried to warn the girlies that Janine gives keynotes for fun, but that didn't seem
Clearly
to...
they'd been around Janine enough to go, that's not threatening. But what I don't understand is why Parvati and Cirie thought taking out Luke was a better option when there was a possibility of fire. Wouldn't you want Cirie and Janine to go to fire together?
True. I hadn't thought of that. That's some real... Yeah.
I played the game. That's what I would have thought.
Yeah.
If Parvati really wanted Cirie to have the best chance at fire, then Janine must have really convinced them that she was
I think
with them.
Pav is very good at... She does this thing where she, even in her jury responses and stuff in this episode, she makes it feel like she's your friend.
Yeah.
And that she cares about you.
Yeah.
But really, she's very competitive.
Very.
And
very
she said it on her Drop Your Buffs interview. She's like, oh yeah, I would have loved to have had Cirie at the end, but not at the expense of my game.
Yes.
So I think that's why.
Yeah.
I think Pav wasn't of course she was upset her friend was out, but she wasn't going to do anything too risky to make that happen.
No, and I also think she just knew she was winning anyway. So she was for me, the Cirie vote out adds fuel to her game. Because then she's up there by herself.
And she's the one
where Janine and Luke
left.
pumped each other up, that whole tribal council. And I was like, what's happening?
True.
This ain't RuPaul's best friend race. What are we doing?
Exactly. So Luke dramatically tumbles off the goat podium, and Janine goes, oh, good on him. And I was like, shut the fuck up, Janine. Good on him? That's all you have to say?
Yeah.
So encouraging. Anyway, back at camp, Pav knows Luke's her biggest threat, or thinks that he is.
Yep.
I guess, look, if I had heard that after he didn't win, there was a fucking GoFundMe to give him the money, I'd be like, ooh, he is beloved.
I think he's also a salesman, so he must have talked it up so much. I also think people know of Luke more than they do of Janine.
Yeah.
So Cirie, who did her bit of her research, would have just seen Luke, and just thought that was enough with the jury.
Yeah. Pav also knows that Cirie is gonna lose to Luke in fire. She calls it.
Yeah.
She's like, that will happen.
Yeah.
But also thing. Luke says to Janine, look, babe, all my eggs are in your basket. And she's like, thank you. I'll talk to HR. We'll take that into consideration. They did a good job here. I was convinced she was flipping on him. Because I thought maybe she'd want to have her own move for her CV or whatever.
She should have.
She should have.
I thought she...
Yeah.
Because Luke on the jury votes for her.
Yeah.
And I just think that would have been something she could stand on.
Yeah.
So I was fully convinced. I was like, it's going to be all girls.
But Janine's biggest flaw is that she's still in the mateship era of Australian Survivor, which is where she's from. She thinks that loyalty and trust are currency to, or important things to the jury. Yeah. And that's how she walks into the final tribal. Oh, loyalty and trust. Babe, they don't fucking care about that. No. They do not care about that.
No one cares.
They want to hear about how you backstabbed people, how you used advantages and idols to your advantage, how you played.
No one cares if you're a nice person, in the end.
No.
But I tell you who do care, the audience, which is what I think...
You think Janine was playing to the audience?
I just think women in general, we are so conscious of that audience perception. And we all cop it. We all cop it. But something about a woman backstabbing is the worst thing a woman could do. Where when a man does it, it's
murderer.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So I think maybe that played. She's got this bigger perception that I think she worries about more. So, but the jury... low-key did not give a shit.
She actually does, because for a lot of them, when they say reputation or whatever, it literally just means
in the game.
In the game, or I don't know, outside the game, just some social media or whatever. Her reputation is literally what she would have tens of thousands of staff. She would be turning over billions of dollars a year.
I think her brand is loyalty.
Her brand is, you're right, and to her it's better to come out of the game not winning and having Australia still purchase a Boost Juice weekly and not be I'm not going to go there because that lady, she backstabbed our Luke.
Yes.
Which could happen.
Survivor
smart
fans are
girl.
crazy. So that could definitely be a reality. So I think, does that play into her mind? I don't know. But I think it's jury management.
Yeah,
like you just
agree. She was tempted though by the offer because Cirie is like, Janine, let's chat. Let's get Luke out. And she is tempted by the offer. Cirie says to Janine, if Luke sits next to Christ himself, he wins. And I was like, wow,
we were like, bad analogy. bad analogy. But this is where I got so confused because I was like, who is telling them that Luke is this almighty character?
Well, they're just using that to get rid of him.
But then I'm thinking, if I'm Janine, who knows Luke the most, I know he's actually not going to do super well at Final Tribal. So why am I going to fight this?
Yeah.
Why am I going to fight it? I think Janine wants Luke there because I think Janine thinks she can beat Luke. In like speaking terms. So everyone's saying Luke's his biggest threat, Luke's his massive threat, and Janine in her mind is like, he's not, but I'll happy for that narrative.
True. I think she genuinely thinks still, that the jury are going to reward the loyalty thing. Yeah. If she like sells that as her brand.
Pitch, yeah.
But anyway, like, misread that audience bad. Parv reckons Janine could turn, and her and Cirie feel good about it going into Tribal. At Tribal, JLP asks about patriotism. I loved this. I love this. And Parvati gives the best answer. She's like, sure, but no. Yeah. And then Luke takes the bait and he's like, fuck yeah. Aussie's fucking strong. Use. They vote and Luke has finally learnt how to spell Cirie's name.
We applauded. I think we should applaud because I was hoping he was going to spell it like the app, like Siri.
Oh my God.
And when he wrote it down, I looked and I said, who told him how to spell it?
There are some...
He must have asked. Must have asked her, how do I spell this?
There are some podcasts doing this season that like aren't that across American Survivor, like Aussies, and they're like calling her Cirie. And
Janine kept calling her that.
I know, and calling Parvati like Pavati, and I actually can't.
Put the mic down.
I'm like, stop.
No one's correcting
I'm like, you're
them.
hearing their names on the show.
Telly.
It's so Aussie though to just like know something is true, but to still
Cirie.
Get it wrong.
I don't. Congrats, Luke.
Yeah, well done.
You should have brought that up in his speech.
It's a tie, so Janine stayed Aussie strong to the end, Janine, yeah. And we get fire, which, look, I thank Janine for giving us fire in the final episode because that's always fun.
Yeah, I loved it. I couldn't believe how well Cirie did.
This was like genuinely nail-biting.
Yes.
It was really good.
And like for people that don't know Cirie, like when she started and she was this couch potato, like she's come so far that I was just thrilled that it caught light. Like that it was building.
And there was a moment there where I was like, she's
in this.
Got this.
Yeah.
I kind of wish she did. I'm not going to lie. I thought that would have been a really great thing. But then the fact that she didn't, it was still this beautiful moment.
I think it's so poetic that she doesn't make it to Final 3. Again.
Once again. Yeah.
Like, again.
Yeah.
Who hates Cirie? Who hates her? Why is this happening to her?
True. There's someone out there.
We were all Lisa when she tried to explain that story, and Lisa's like, I can't hear this again.
Lisa watching this was everything. She was like, like she's fucking obsessed.
We are all Lisa deep down, and people that say they're not are liars.
Exactly. All right. Luke also, he did the Sarah rock the baby method.
Amazing.
Which I was like, we're getting that again. Beautiful.
Shawnee, rock it like Sarah, rock it like Sarah. And I was like, duh, Shawnee.
It was a close one, but Luke takes it. Cirie cries. And then, so of course, Lisa cries. Parvati cries. It's like everyone's crying. It was a beautiful moment.
I cried. It was beautiful.
Stunning. And then we cut to Parvati being like a butterfly goddess. This shot of her.
Who staged that?
I was like, are these CGI butterflies? They shipped in?
I can just see production going, Parvati, quick, run to this tree.
There's a tree surrounded by butterflies, and just her standing there like,
game face.
Just like resting hot face is
her pout.
Incredible.
Beautiful moment.
Butterflies are circling and she's just like, this is my moment. She's all of her words are like incredible. Like I just want to channel Parv.
Yeah.
And be so cool.
It
so
reminded
calm.
me of when, like, back in old Survivor days where they used to do that, like, that walk of passage.
Can we bring that back? The fallen comrades.
That's it.
And they'd
Can
be
we
like,
bring it back?
Bring it back. And then they'd like cut to a thing. They'd be like, oh, Johnny, what
So
a fun
funny.
time.
You know,
bring that back.
Gone too soon. It was.
It was really fun.
Well, they should have brought that. That's what that felt like. And I was like, missed opportunity.
It was a bit like that. And also with not that many people, they could have just
done it super quick.
Because back in the day, they would do everyone from the whole season.
And I remember them doing it, and I'd be like, oh, I remember that person. They went first.
You would otherwise never see them. And also it gives them a little bit more camera time.
Yeah.
Bring back the walk of shame or whatever it's called.
It's fallen comrades. Let's call it the walk of shame.
The walk of shame. We did, however, get the final 3 breakfast, which is like a moment that I just love. Having mimosas and
you talk about that like on day one.
You're of course you do.
Breakfast, and everyone's like, yeah. Except for on my tribe, I was like breakfast, and they were like, what? And I was like, okay, never mind.
You guys watch this show?
I was like, never mind.
Yeah, because you had the sort of meatheads, didn't you?
Yeah, I had. We were on camp. That's how I describe it.
Camp.
We went to camp.
Felt like camp.
We went to Year 7 camp, where you're allowed to like go into the boys' room. Like it was like that. We're with the boys. We're at camp.
Oh, that's a good way of pitching it. So it's like asking to go to the end with someone like, should we do breakfast?
Should we do breakfast?
On day
and then Jesse would be like, when do we get breakfast? And I was like, it's an end game thing. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry your little head about it.
Yeah.
Janine is still fucking going on about loyalty. And I wanted to step through the screen and just slap her and go, can you just actually shut the fuck up?
Just keep it in your head.
We get it.
Yeah, we know. We've been on this journey with you.
Boost loyalty cards.
We get it.
Oh my God.
It's never failed me.
Never failed you.
You've never failed me, Janine.
She loves it.
But then she just doesn't own not being loyal. And I think if she could own both, people are like, oh, yeah, Janine not being loyal, I think that's more impressive.
Do you think she's watched the show?
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
No.
Yeah. Not since she's been on it.
Yeah. I don't think she's watched Final Tribal Council enough.
Yeah.
To know that people don't care.
She did a fucking great job though this season. You got to admit, like she played a really, really good game. But her talking about loyalty.
I thought she did so much socially and
social game, and
that's what I was really excited for her to talk about. Like, I was excited for her to be like, no, I planted the seed about Kirby. I planted the seed about Sarah.
I think if she did that, she would have gotten some votes, at least one.
And that's what Sarah was asking.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
We're at the final tribal.
Love it.
Janine pitches first. It is so keynote. It is so boost loyalty card. She's like, this game is all about trust and loyalty.
Wrong.
And it's just all about who you choose as your people. And I chose Luke. I'm like, oh, did you? The person that you know. Like, like groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Someone that you had an existing relationship with. You're right. She downplayed her game because she played so well. She made really good ins with Parv and Cirie.
Yeah.
I thought she was playing really well socially.
People forget she was on the bottom. Like her and Luke were on the bottom in the Australian
and she should have said that. She's going, we were doomed.
Yeah.
Before that crazy double tribal episode.
Yeah.
They were fucked.
Yeah.
And she totally should have owned the Kirby thing.
100%.
Like,
and she planted that seed so long before it needed.
It was genius.
It was so good. And then.
But she thinks of it as like a dirty thing she did.
No.
Yeah. But she does.
She didn't even lie. I'm like, you're not lying. You're not even lying in that move.
Sarah was talking about Kirby. She was saying, oh, I don't know. So and then you fan the flames. Yeah. Amazing move.
That's when I would take credit.
Yeah.
For if I'm playing this loyal game, I'm going to say, you know what I did do? I'm the reason we weren't Aussie strong. Yeah. I started it.
She goes,
and then I would have been
She goes, I've been using Aussie strong as a elaborate ruse this whole time. She like pulls off a mask.
Yes.
You know? I'm not even Aussie anyway. I was born in New Zealand. Something like that. That would have been hilarious.
Amazing. That's what you want.
She gets out her passport.
As a jury, look at my stamp. Yeah. As a jury member, you don't want to be gaslit. Just tell me straight up what you did. Yeah, true.
And you definitely don't want to hear the words trust and loyalty, which she ends on as well. So I was like, oh, snooze.
Yeah.
Anyway, at that point, I was like, she's
she's a no vote finalist.
Yeah, totally. Then Luke, I actually thought Luke's was even worse than hers.
Yeah.
Like, even worse. Because, again, he played pretty shit.
Yeah.
But he still, I don't know, he still hustled to the end.
Yeah.
And I think he could have sold it more. He just was talking and I just wasn't engaged at all.
Yeah. I think if he spoke about... Again, this is knowing your jury. I think if he spoke about his transformation more, like he used to be this chaotic player that would make crazy moves, right? No rhyme or reason. This time he didn't. He thought about it. And to someone like Sarah, she's going to relate to that.
True.
She's played a different
game.
game.
Was kind of going to vote for him no matter what, yeah.
Yeah.
Her face when he was speaking, I was like, okay, Sarah.
But I think that's a bigger journey. Like that's
True. Him going... He also talked about like himself a lot, which I thought was a bit indulgent. He was like, I was in a room with 40 people, I'm assuming at like a casting.
Yeah, back in the day.
And I said, I'm going to be the best Survivor player the world's ever seen. And they laughed at me. And I was like, oh, honey.
I wouldn't say that in front of
that's what you say.
Shawnee and Cirie.
True. And also that's what you say in your interview when you've won, not to the jury. Like I think to the jury, you got to like make it a bit more about them and the journey you've all had together,
exactly.
not you.
It's not about telling the jury I'm number one. It's actually saying, Cirie, you were number one and I was number 5, but I've made it here and you haven't.
Exactly. And he was also trying to, make it about like his journey on the show, which I'm like, we're still in the game. So you need to kind of do
True, massive difference. He was like, this show's changed my life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, how did you change the game?
Yeah, exactly.
Pretend the cameras aren't there.
Exactly. Then Parv starts talking and Luke's face.
It was
died. Luke was like, oh shit.
It was like that moment in The Simpsons where Ralph's heart I literally said, this is the moment Ralph's heart is broken. That's what happened, and the slow motion of him turning, going...
It was like, this is how it's done. There was one shot of his face and his eyes were like blinking
he was
uncontrollably.
Like, what language is she speaking?
Because he was so flustered.
Yeah.
It was like, honey, this is how you play fucking Survivor.
Yeah.
Start to finish, she speaks so well. She is very good at kind of... She like blows smoke up people's asses, but it's in a way that doesn't feel...
Well, she's still
contrived.
answering the question.
Yeah.
I think that's what people don't do. They dance around the question.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you didn't answer my question.
Tells everyone about the cookies advantage for the first time.
Yeah.
Bar Luke, who knew about it. And then talks about not reading the third... when she says, and then I didn't read the last line of that, and Cass's face.
Iconic.
She's like, oh my God, this bitch.
Yeah.
How good... She revealed things, and that's what you want in your final speech. You want to be revealing things that the jury don't know about.
Yes, you're there to fill in the blanks because the jury talks.
Exactly.
So they've already got this preconceived idea of what you've done. And then you're like, but I did this and no one knew.
I know.
That's why I loved when when Luke was trying to take credit for manipulating her to get rid of the advantage. And she was like, no, I thought about it. That's my thought. And then I was like, oh, no, Luke.
Oh, my God. Speaking of the jury talking, I'm devastated we didn't get a jury villa this season.
Know.
Like, love you, Sean and Ricard and Nick.
I
loved Drop Your Butt. It was great,
it was amazing.
It was not Drew Villa.
No,
we could have had both.
I don't even want the car ride. I don't want anything. I just want them eating, sitting at a table.
I want them. I want to see them getting Tim Tams.
Yeah.
And then I want to see them catching up on the tea.
I want to see Sarah avoid Kirby because I don't think, no offense, Kirby, that you've been avoided much in your life, and I wanted to see you humbled in that way.
Yeah. True.
I know. I missed it. It reminds me of like Big Brother After Dark. Where like the camera's like so unfiltered, so unedited. It's so good.
Really good.
People go, what was the best part of your season? And I said, watch the Jury Villa episodes. Watch Paulie annihilate everyone.
Iconic content. So good. So Parv, I think, easily ate the speech part. And I think at this point, Janine and Luke are like, fuck. Like, that's how you do it. Because they just kind of spoke about, like, how much fun they've had. And, like, I don't know. They were giving little pictures about themselves. Because Parvati was like, I did this. And then I did this. Then I did this.
Yeah.
And then my bestie, she did a bit of Cirie stuff. Which, again, makes her really likable. Because everyone loves Cirie. So if you're, like, associated with Cirie.
And I think Parvati knows that. Like, she's aware of that.
Yeah. Then the jury get to ask their questions, which is easily my favorite part of any season, like
Yeah.
the whole thing. I love it, especially when there's some salty ones. And thank fuck we got some salty ones.
I wish it was like the old days where you could stand up and you look at them and you're like,
I would have just stood up anyway.
yeah. And I love when the jury banter with each other. They're like, no, that didn't happen.
Yes.
And I'm like, whoa.
We start with Lisa.
Yay.
Who love Lisa, but again, girly, I think you wasted your question. But I could see what she was doing. So her question is, as we all know, I really, really like Survivor.
God,
But
so good.
why? She said, Luke,
Yeah.
tell me tell me something that you love about Survivor
Yeah.
as much as I love Survivor, which I can see what she was doing. I think she was trying to trip Luke up
Yes.
by being like, we're all really into this.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I didn't like it because it's like, babe, he's into it.
Yeah, we know
Like,
that.
I don't know. I feel like she was trying to insinuate that he's not like canon or something.
Yeah.
Did you get that vibe?
I got that vibe, and I just think it was the wrong route.
Same. She should have gone, Luke, you never voted correctly
Yeah.
this season except one time.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there was so many more. She should have focused on the game. Yeah, to insinuate that he's not a fan of Survivor or something, or doesn't like enjoy the experience. I thought was really, it felt a bit like mean.
Yeah. I just think it came across super bitter. She didn't
Passive
like him.
aggressive.
And she's like, you like Survivor? Not as much as I do.
Yeah,
But it's also irrelevant.
completely irrelevant.
I don't care if you don't like Survivor.
And of course he does. And then he goes, oh yeah, and he was a bit frazzled. He didn't answer well either. He's like,
No.
oh, coconuts and crabs and whatever, which of course she would have hated that answer.
Yes. Why don't people lie to the jury?
Just be like, same reason as you, babe.
Same reason. It's changed my life.
He should have said, oh my God, I got to play with Cirie.
Yeah.
What
Know
a
your
dream
jury.
come true. He
Know
should
your
have,
jury.
and then they would have gone, yeah.
He could have been like, I have the same love for Cirie as you do, and I had to work really hard to hide it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
This whole time. And then he pulls up, he's got like Cirie underwear on.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh my God. Yeah. I think Lisa was, she felt like a bitter nerd at that point.
And I get it. Like, I think someone that, like, for me, I've auditioned so many times, and then you see someone on the show that you're like, they don't know
care.
don't know
Yeah.
anything.
But
they
that's
don't
not
know what
Luke.
doing.
Look, that's not Luke.
That's the wrong analysis of him.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Of him.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think she should have gone his guy. Because obviously she just wanted to use her question to make Luke not look good because I think she was worried.
And it did. It didn't make
Yeah.
him look good.
It didn't make, she kind of succeeded in that sense. But
Yeah.
I think in the process she also made herself look a bit,
Yeah.
I don't know, something. She wasted the question. Wasted it.
She just loves Survivor.
Cirie's next. I just really like Cirie's next. She says, her question is not a question. She's just like, hey,
statement.
Pav. Yeah. It's like, Pav, we got to the end together, babe. Yeah.
Why were you upset?
Why are you upset that I left? Tell me. It was actually like, okay.
Yeah.
And it gets emotional. And again, I think Cirie was just extending her endorsement of Parvati
Yes.
to the jury. Like, hey, everyone, look, this is my girl.
She's human.
If you were going to vote for me, then now pass that on to this girly. But it was nice. Then finally we get some salt, or some real salt from Tommy.
Great question.
Tommy was great this whole season. I think he was under-edited.
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes, Parv, were you ever playing with me or just playing me? And I was like,
Great question.
stunning.
Great question.
And she actually fumbles this a little
I
bit
think
at the
she's caught
start.
off guard.
She's caught off guard.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, she kind of wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
And what does she do? She starts
She's
by
like,
going...
yeah, I wanted to play with the world. And he was like,
He's
that's
like,
not what I
I'm not
meant.
the world, babe. Yeah, because she
Yeah.
does do this kind of...
I was with you. I was
She
with
sprinkles
Cass,
sugar on everything. And he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no. He basically wanted her to say, yeah, mate, I fucked you.
Yeah.
Ha ha. And then he'd be like, well done.
Yeah, yeah.
But she kind of didn't... And then I think when she didn't get the response from him, she kind of changed tack.
Yeah. Then when he comes at her with, no, you didn't want to play with me. She's like, oh, yeah, I didn't.
She goes, yeah, I can't play with everyone, can I?
Yeah.
And he was like, true. And he shut up. And then he respected the
Yeah.
answer. So
Yeah.
smart to just keep trying
Yes.
with stuff.
And I love that. If you're not getting the answer that you want,
Yeah.
call them out.
Yeah. Oh, it was
It was
so
so
good.
good.
It was
And
really good.
The poncho. Oh, Why didn't he wear that the whole game?
Should have won the poncho the whole game.
It was amazing. Also, Tommy profusely sweating the whole time.
Yeah.
Couldn't unsee it.
Very sweaty.
I was like, he's still sweating. It must have been a hot night.
Well, it's also like a woolen poncho.
Why is he sweating so much?
Samoa. He also got another question in which I was like, getting him 2 questions. He goes, all right, Luke, because Luke chimes in to Pav's answer, and he's like, all right.
I wanted to play with you.
Yeah. He goes, I want to play with you. And then he goes, well then, Luke, if you're so fucking Aussie strong, why should I vote? He goes, I'm not Aussie.
Great
should I?
rebuttal.
And I was like, Tommy's iconic in this moment. He's like, well, I'm not going to write your name down then, Luke, because I'm not Aussie.
I'm world strong.
I was like, dead. Deceased. And Luke's like,
so good. That doesn't apply right now.
Use.
I thought it was great, and I'm glad they showed it because I think it gives Tommy more credit for actually how intellectual he is. He's an incredibly good player.
And how chatty he is.
Yeah.
And how they didn't show that.
Yeah.
Because like I was saying, you see him in that Drop Your Buffs interview and you're like,
perfection.
Where was this person?
Where was this kangaroo story? I wanted that. I wanted
totally. I just wanted him just like being so annoyingly chatty to everyone. Heaven. Cass, breakout star of this season.
I wanted her to win.
We need her again
on
the show.
Yep.
She asks Pav, this is also a good question. Who do you think you've already got on side?
Great question.
Which I was like, oh, again, and it's like hard to navigate because like you don't want to come off too cocky.
Yes.
But you want to show everyone that you're like being transparent. I don't know, but she does a very good job of dodging this one. She pretty much flips it and she's just like, oh, but you're all great. I'd vote for you and you and you. And it's like, which she like accepts.
Which for some reason kind of works. But I think she, again, puts sugar on this one.
She does. This was sugary.
I wanted her to go, you're going to vote for me because you respect this and I beat you.
Yeah. This was the job interview answer to the question.
Cirie, you're going to vote for me.
So what's your biggest challenge or flaw about yourself? And you go, well, my biggest flaw is that
I don't wake up on
you're
time.
Amazing. Yeah.
I'm late to everything. Yeah.
She did good. She flipped it. Sarah is next. I just need to say, I'm sorry, Sarah, but those earrings were unforgivable.
Oh, but she looks so pretty.
She's the most beautiful human. And then I'm like, and you chose to wear those like diva earrings?
It was her moment.
They were not cute.
I was we're going to backtrack here for a tiny bit, but I was so disappointed with jury outfits this whole time.
Yeah, there was not one
it was like
showstopper.
Shawnee came out in her orange set and I was like, amazing. And then it's like she cornered all of them and said, if you do not throw a fit this next jury, I will quit. And I'm so glad that someone listened to her.
Yeah.
Because then they all came out with actual outfits. I want jury to be like Love Island. I want it to be
I want them to walk in looking
over
like
the top.
sluts. Like
yes.
absolute sluts. Like
Bombshell
fake tan.
has entered the villa.
I want bombshells entering. It normally is. And you're like,
yeah.
Yeah. Logan
was like, I've started this trend. And I'm like, okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Sarah, what does she say? She goes, all right. Oh, this was so good. She's like, all right, Janine, loyalty, huh? Pretty funny because you're the one that planted the Kirby seeds and got her out, and Janine is broken. Like, she's just sitting there like looking around like, where's my PA?
I'm like, this is a great question for Janine because if she goes, yep, I did. And she didn't. She was like, oh no.
She's like, no. I was she changes from Aussie Strong to the family.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, who's the family then? Do you know what I mean? She's like, I was the godmother, and sometimes
I took care of you
your
guys.
godchildren are just no longer your actual children.
Yeah.
And then now
you have to let them go.
You just and no one
bought
and then Kirby joined in because Kirby and Sarah are like, we've spoken, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good. That was her moment to go, you know what? I am the godmother and I took you out, Kirby.
Yeah.
Boom.
I planted a seed and everyone believed me. And that's all I had to do this entire game was plant seeds. And it worked every single time. So
because she played really well in that sense, but like weirdly didn't even know she was doing it.
Yeah, because she sees it as I've done a bad thing.
Yeah, true.
And everyone's like, And then when Sarah's calling it out like it is a bad thing, she then retreats to that where I'm like, and then Luke then is like, oh, it was Janine.
But that's the thing. And I think, and then, Louis like, oh, Janine. Janine broke up. Oh, she's strong. This whole time. Yeah, I was like, whoa. So good. But yeah, I think if Janine walked in saying,
I broke up.
I did not play loyal and I did this and this. Yes, Sarah would have had no power. It's like on Housewives when like they get caught out lying about something. If you just didn't lie in the first place, like they have nothing on you.
Because if Janine comes in with that mentality, Sarah doesn't ask that question.
Yeah, exactly.
So what does she ask?
She'd probably just be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
A Boost Juice related question. I'm not sure.
Do I get Yochi vouchers is probably what she's going to ask.
Does she own Yochi as well? Probably. At this point. The Betty's Burgers thing threw me because I was like,
I did not know that.
I did not fucking know that.
She should talk about that more.
Well, she did. She listed names of businesses in one episode, and I was like, "Girl, Salsa's, I'm pretty sure is
gone."
Well, I don't know. When was the last time you saw a Salsa's?
Yeah.
Maybe there's one out in like
there's one
Pakenham.
in where Southland.
Southland, there's probably a Salsa's. The one Melbourne Central one's gone, long gone.
Oh.
Anyway, this does not end well for Janine, but it was great, Tully. Kirby asks, oh my God. This was like lesbian drama. I died. She's like, babe,
I struggled to watch
we?
This.
Yeah, I struggled to watch. She was like, were we any, like, was it real?
Yeah. Because I would consider Kirby like one of my good friends now.
Yeah.
So it was like watching someone hurt her. And I was like, oh.
And that's the thing.
How dare you?
I think Parv was masterful. She took Kirby out of the game.
Yeah.
Because when Kirby's locked in, it's like.
Yeah. I think all the things that make Kirby such a good person in life, when you play a game with someone like Parvati, it has the opposite effect. Because Parvati's played Survivor in which everyone lies to her, everyone tries to get her out. So when someone's like, I'll go to the end with you, Parvati's like, no, you won't. Who says that?
Schoolsy? Yeah.
What? So, and unfortunately, Kirby was telling the truth, but she just didn't believe her. And I think then Kirby's question is to be like, why didn't you believe me? And Parvati's like, but I would have. I did. And then, so yeah, it was a hard question. I was nervous for Parvati's answer.
She did well though.
Yeah.
And then watching, they even put some music under it, like when Kirby's face changed, when she like accepted the answer and was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she tells the story about, I was maybe going to use my idol.
Which I don't think was true.
She was never going to do that, but she told the cameras, so.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think she is smart enough to continue that narrative.
But then it was smart. She was like, I thought about it, and if I did do that, it wasn't like my game didn't get me here.
Yeah.
Which I think is maybe true. I don't know. Anyway, it was a good answer. Parv then says, I love she's like not in speech mode anymore. She's just in question answering mode, but she just like tacks on a little bit. She goes, and also, this game is the culmination of everything I've done in my entire life.
No one asks her this, but she just
I was like,
what?
Give this bitch the crown.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Like, who says that?
So good.
Amazing.
It was brewing. She's like, this is my one line, and I need to use it really quickly.
Culmination of everything in my entire life. I was like, I'm channeling Parv. Like, so good. She reminds everyone that her name was never written down the whole game.
Which to me, is the nail in the coffin.
Yeah,
because how? She must have done something.
And Luke's face at that moment was like...
That's when that's the heartbreaking.
R.I.P. Luke. Then the jury vote. We see Sarah's vote for Luke, which I think was locked in regardless.
Yeah.
Yep. Checks out with how she played.
For me, it's like she didn't want to vote for Parvati because Parvati stole Kirby. And she's like,
maybe. I don't know. I think she also maybe was being a bit Aussie strong.
Yeah. I think she had a point to prove.
Yeah. And we see Cirie's vote for Parv. So two unsurprising things. And Cirie says the most beautiful thing. She's like, you are the greatest of all time.
Yeah. That was great.
It's really nice.
Like 16-year-old me was screaming.
Yeah.
Because it's true.
So cool. And of course, no surprise, it's our girl Parv.
I know.
taking the win.
What was it? 6-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah. I thought it could have been a full
Yeah, I
landslide.
was shocked it wasn't.
Yeah, but nice to still have a little bit of but in a 3. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good though.
Happened.
It was like all my hard work had paid off, and I did nothing.
It did.
My
feel
hard
like a
work
long
of
time
being a
coming.
fan has paid off.
I know that. Yeah, every time they brought up like nearly 20 years.
Yeah.
And stuff, I was like, "Fuck, is that how long I've been watching this fucking
Yes.
show for?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a beautiful, and I think she earned it
She did.
wholeheartedly.
And it was still satisfying, even though it was a bit predictable.
Yeah.
And I think some people will criticize this season for being like a little bit too Pav show.
Yeah.
But like, when it's someone that good, I don't care.
I don't care. I do get that opinion. I think sometimes Aussie Survivor wants you to love the winner, and
they absolutely do.
And sometimes you don't. Like sometimes you're mad that person won.
Mark.
Yeah, but you're like
That season I was like, I'm never watching this again.
but you're like mad
Can't
about it,
stand
and I
this
think
guy.
that creates a good discussion, because then when
Yeah.
you bring them back and they do better or they do worse, you're like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think of having her win though,
Yeah.
felt right. I was like, world peace. I literally said that.
It
at the
was
end.
world peace. Yeah.
World peace.
And in these trying times, we deserve this.
That's what I said. We worked hard
We
for
actually
this.
deserve this.
Yeah.
Some good news for once.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
God.
I know. And
Imagine
also,
if someone else won.
I'm just so stoked. It was such a success this season. It was really fun. I actually didn't mind in the end how they just kind of dumped it all on us.
Yeah.
Having the finale on its own on a Sunday was perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
They couldn't have done, if they did the last 4 episodes all in one go, that would have been too much.
Yeah.
So giving us a week off to just like
Yeah.
digest those last 3. But yeah, I really hope they do it again.
I
They
think they
must.
will. Like
Yeah.
it has put Aussie, like it's put us on the map completely. Yes, we have a massive fan base, I think, globally, but now Americans
Yeah.
are like, I want to watch
Okay.
Aussie Survivor.
Yeah. If they weren't, because the cool ones that were already switched on
Yeah.
were and new, but you're right, now it's like, I think
Imagine an Oz v World 2.
it has to happen.
I
Who would you want on that? I'm sure you've thought about this.
I definitely have.
Okay.
I
let's
would
go.
love to see World Tribe. Kelly needs to be back
Yep.
on. I know Tyson's spoken about that he was contacted. Again, would love to see him. I would love.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
There you
apparently
go.
he was contacted, but he
Oh, yeah.
wasn't
Tyson.
part of the puzzle.
I'll take a leave Tyson personally, but
And anyone who got rejected off 50. So Jerry, Penna,
well,
all those people.
there's plenty of them. Can we just talk about that for 1 second? The way that they cast 50 in that way, where they got it sounds like they got a longer list and then they shortened it.
Yes.
What a stupid thing to do, because then you've got all these disgruntled
Yeah,
legends and they were all more than happy to take to social media and go, fuck you, Jeff.
Yeah.
What a stupid thing to do.
I think they should have just put it. When they said they put it in the hands of the fans, they should have literally just done a voting. Have everyone vote.
Oh, true. And then they offset the responsibility.
Yeah, and then lie. Like it'd be like, well, you guys voted for this person.
True.
And I'll be like, well, I didn't, but people must have.
Actually, why didn't they do that? Because sorry, but the hands of the fans think, what, we get to choose the tribe color or something?
Yeah.
Like, no one asked for that.
They could.
Who cares?
They could have given us 50 people and go pick your top 20.
Yeah.
And then blame it on us.
Actually, you're a genius. That's what they should have done.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to our fantasy season next time.
Who from the Aussie?
Yeah, who would we do? Oh, no. So who I would want from World.
Go.
From World, I would want. There's this really hot gay that played Spanish Survivor. Have you seen him?
Yes.
Jose something. I forget his name. He's very hot.
Yes.
Get him on. He's like a big social media.
I would love to see
star.
Turbo.
Who's Turbo?
Turbo was on Survivor. I can't remember what nationality, but he's been on the challenge a lot since.
Yep.
And absolute crazy person.
Okay. Get them
Karate
on.
kick stuff out of the way. Like,
Yes, wait.
I just want that energy.
And I want Richard Hatch. And I think 10 would want Richard Hatch because they're not so... I think they want the like huge
Yeah, they want the name.
They want the names. They don't really want the like fan
Yeah.
faves. They want the like casual faves.
Yeah.
like the Sandras,
He would
Tonys.
be diabolical in the best way.
It'd be great.
He would be so good.
Yeah,
He'd be so good in Aussie Survivor
Yeah,
because
and
it's
Jerry.
that.
I'd want Jerry as well.
I'd love, the fact that they have Colby without Jerry.
It's like,
it's a
what are
dishonor
you
to humanity.
doing?
Yeah. What is he gonna do? Who's he gonna fight with?
So weird. I mean, at least they've got Colby, but yeah, can't say I'm
Thrilled
about that.
Yeah.
And then who are we casting from
Australia.
Aussie?
Yeah.
I've got some like joke answers, but some serious ones. Trying to think. Who from your season?
From my season, this is gonna annoy people so much, but I think AJ did really well.
Yeah.
Like,
actually, AJ needs another go.
the fact that he made it that far and he was told constantly, "We're getting rid of you," and it never happened.
He did.
Like, he must have done something.
Well. And he drove me insane watching it, but that's great.
He drove
but
me insane playing with
I'll
him.
bet. But that's what you want.
Yeah.
Okay. We definitely want.
I definitely
AJ
want
on there.
AJ from my season.
Yeah.
I would love to see someone like Eden play.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it'd be like the Lisa thing where he would be starstruck, but I think he would compose.
Yeah.
I think he would use
True.
it against
if
them.
he wanted that fan/player element again, he would give us Lisa vibes. Maybe not as crazy.
I would love to see Nina, but on the Aussie tribe.
Oh yeah. Actually,
Because-
that would be great.
Because she
So
didn't play
good.
over there.
And now she won.
She's ours.
She won the Anonymous, which I called the Circle in an episode earlier because I forgot what it was called. So yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, I think if she's on the Aussie tribe,
Perfect. Well, of course she is. She's played
that's
Shown
so
Survivor.
dynamic for her game. Do they keep her? Do they get rid of her? Is she the bridge
Definitely
between the
bring
two
Nina
tribes?
back.
Yeah, I think she'd be great. I think for me, before they do Odds versus the World, if they were to do one more like Heroes v Villains or one more All Star, then you'd be able to identify that person's going on Odds versus the World.
I'd also be ready to see Jericho again. Just because.
Would you?
Well, I would be, yeah. And I think it's like, again, I'm just saying who I can see 10 choosing.
Yeah.
Because I know what they want.
Yeah.
And it's like people that have struck a chord with the audience.
Yeah. I think Benji would be good.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't he asked for something?
I think
that was a rumor.
I think he was like on the list for Oz v World.
Yeah.
But depending on if people were available.
To be honest, I can't remember him that much. No, I'm being serious. I just remember he's quite cute.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
There's a lot of gorgeous boys. If we're doing gorgeous boys, bring back Sean.
Yeah.
The sexiest man to ever play Survivor. Who else? Yeah, that's end of my list.
I can't think. I think Karen would be great.
Karen would be amazing.
Karen would be another one from our season that I think would be.
I think gone too soon.
Yeah. Well, it was her own fault. So
Yeah.
I told her
Sure
that last
was.
time.
Did you?
Yeah. I was like, you're own fault.
But again, she did a thing.
Yeah, she did something.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I can appreciate. So I think, I think AJ and Karen from my season for sure. I won't say me, but I'm amazing.
I mean, I would love that.
Imagine. Can you imagine me
you
on
and
there?
Paulie. See, that's why it's genius that you guys, had that. Because you can now play again. And
See, people are like, would you play, if you played again and Paulie was there, when would you get rid of him? And I'm like, right at the end.
Oh.
Slow burn.
Yeah. You do a Janine, but not. You wouldn't let him do fire.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I could literally go on.
We could talk about this for so
hours. But it's been so great having you here.
I loved it.
Noonan. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.